All right. I don't know how long this video is gonna be because my battery is dying. I have a laptop anyway. So how much do you think that we're more special or weak compared to the Earth or God, if God even created the Earth with his bare hands and even created the sun with his own breath? He gave life to the sun with his own breath. So think of it this way: this Earth is hard. The trees are hard, and we can barely penetrate into the Earth. Even if we blast it with nuclear power and with all the nuclear powers in the whole entire world, we will not destroy this Earth. And of course, we will destroy all of us, like no tomorrow, if we try to destroy all of us with the weapons, but we cannot destroy this world. And if you think that God can create this whole entire universe and just create everything with his own bare hands and breathe life into all these planets and stars and suns, how much more do you respect God if all these planets cannot be destroyed with our own power? If God is the creator of all these things, we should really respect him and give him awe and grace and joy that he gave us a life in our own bodies, that he gave us lungs to breathe in, a heart to pump to our blood, so that we can be more alive than anything else. We should be joyful that he basically gave us life on this earth, because we are ever so, fearfully and wonderfully made. That means respectfully and wonderfully made. So all of this, by his own creation, by his own hands, he created us and the earth. Just look up Google Earth and look up the images of it, and you will see that on the Pacific Ocean and somewhere in the other oceans, that he formed it with his own stitching of his handwork. And he gave lines with the ocean to measure his own fingers. God really is wonderful. And you can see some of the stitch work in the middle of the animals. You can really see the stitch work, especially in the parts where you do not want to work fast. That he really, in the middle of the nose, there's a cross right here. I don't know if you can see it, but that stitch work is really fine stitch work. We can't even see our own stitch work. In the elderly men, you can see it in their creases of the foreheads. But this is quite the fine work he's done indeed for us. In bugs you can't see it, but in mammals you can see it, and maybe even in reptiles you can see it. But his work is very, very beautiful. And let me tell you, if you don't like God, if you rather separate yourself from God, then you're going to hell anyway, because unless you do return to him, if you really don't like God, then where else do you go? Because his judgment is his wrath is, and judgment is ever evenly as much as his love, even though it's a little less. It's even. His wrath is even. Imagine this really tough, loving lady that's older and wiser and beautiful and loving, but if an animal messes with her, she gets all wrathful and cursing every aspect of her life towards the animal. God still curses us with his own power, but that's how much he loves us. He created us, and we should really respect him, because he really created us to basically worship him, because he's created us. He wants us in his presence all the time, and he is having us in his presence all the time. Even in hell, we will be burned in his presence. He wants everything in his presence. So his love is ever so great and ever so beautiful. All right, I'll be done now, okay? Bye.